So I wrote this piece and it's called Desperate. It is said that if placed in the right environment with the right societal conditioning and given the choice between life or death, men can be driven to do desperate things to survive. In my neighborhood, these same men appear something like folklore, something that may have existed but are no more. They become distant memory that we still hold the scent of beneath our noses. And for those who are fortunate enough to return home, they come to us as fiction characters. I mean, we've heard their stories, seen their faces in pictures, but cannot recall the laughter in their bellies, the thunder in their footsteps. I remember my mother talking about a war once. I didn't know what we were fighting or who was on the other side. All I could recall was the number of family members that began to disappear. I figured the war got them, was determined to turn them into soldiers until the war got a name. They called it the war on drugs. Felt more like a war on us. We black boys and black girls left wondering when we would see our families again. Until they gave us a direct pipeline to get to them. I guess the metaphor was the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, you see. These barriers of brokenness and abandonment are ones my community is all too familiar with. Because we mourn deaths in courtrooms and celebrate homecomings when they come home, if they come home. So I guess by now they thought it would break us, kill us. But for hundreds of years, we've been dying, then coming back to life. We got persistency in our DNA, but even still, when war breaks out, us too, black boys and black girls become POWs, left to rake up the damage, clean up the carnage. They never measured the human cost of mass incarceration, never considered the ones it leaves behind. You know, the ones it puts in the right environment with the right societal conditioning and then told to survive. Guess they expected us to become desperate. But when I talk to my kids in class, they tell me, Miss Mia, we are still standing tall, strong, free, and unapologetically ourselves, determined to break the cycle, determined to be proof that change can happen in us. Yes, we are our mothers' and fathers' children, but we are not their choices. We are not your statistics. We are simply evidence that survival doesn't always have to be desperate.